Those are some thoughts from Professor Kwesi Aning, Director of Research at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Center in Accra. Now to Angola, where the country has officially started diamond mining at its new Luele project. This is the biggest in the country and one of the world's largest by estimated resources. It comes at a time when demand for diamonds is slightly reduced. Demand for jewelry has been hit by high interest rates in the United States, a muted post-pandemic recovery in China, and competition from lab-grown diamonds. Luele's resources contain an estimated 628 million carats of diamonds with a lifetime of 60 years. Paul Zimnisky is a global diamond analyst specializing in supply. He explained why Angola wants to expand its diamond sector.
So I think when we look at the mine that's opening right now, it's an important development because it's the only major new diamond mine to commence production this decade in the whole world. Diamonds are a depleting resource. They're rare, and large economic deposits like this are exquisitely rare. So Angola has very rich diamond deposits. I would say it's the most prospective nation in the world for new diamond deposits. But mine development has been slow over the last 20 years relative to some of the neighboring countries because of the civil war. And then under the previous president, Western companies were hesitant to invest in the country.
So this is what I find interesting, right? Because one would believe or feel that the motive is an attempt to, of course, make more money to possibly adhere to more demand. But what a lot of media outlets are reporting is that there is weak demand for diamonds generally in the world that we live in right now. What can you tell us in terms of some of those factors?
So I would describe the current diamond market as going through a hangover. We had record demand for diamonds in 2021 and 2022. Demand was driven by record economic stimulus and a lack of competition from the service economy, which was closed because of the lockdowns. But now we're on the other side of that. So the diamond market is adjusting accordingly.
Who are some of the big players behind this project, obviously beyond the Angolan government?
It's primarily the government of Angola. They're by far the largest shareholder. They're going to operate the mine. As far as some of the other entities, it's really not clear at this point who they are.
Well, will the minerals benefit a greater proportion of the population? I know it's hard to give that outlook immediately, but what would you say in response to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's ultimately up to the government. And I think maybe we could look at, say, neighboring Botswana, as an example. Botswana, has very rich diamond deposits as well. But the country ranks most favorably in Africa on the Transparency International's corruption index. So, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it. In Botswana, revenue from diamonds has been successfully channeled into public education and healthcare. Botswana, it's very young, it's very educated, and I think it has a great future ahead because of that. So I think that's kind of the model or the plan that needs to be followed.
What are the conditions in the mining industry in Angola? How would you describe them?
So Angola has a major world-class mine currently in operation called the Katoka mine. It's a very large, very professionally run mine. I would say it's a world-class mine. So Angola, along with its oil and gas industry, definitely has, a history of high-level, sophisticated, resource projects.
And generally, what would you project to be the future of diamond mining? This is going to be the biggest diamond mining project, I believe, in the world. But what are the prospects for the future? Like, is there going to be enough demand to keep that the sector moving?
Yeah, diamonds, it's been a very resilient industry for well over 100 years. Humans, value rare and valuable things like precious metals and precious gemstones. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. There's going to be, some ups and downs, but the diamond industry has been a very resilient industry. People like diamonds and jewelry. There's an emotional appeal that's quite special about diamonds. And I think as long as the industry continues to market and promote itself properly, that will continue for some time to come.